Oh, fuck yeah, this is the shit!
Wow, it's crazy how time flies when you're playing games and enjoying the hobby. A lot of stuff goes by and you start to notice a few things when it comes to the trend. But nonetheless, we'll get into that in today's video. What is going on, everybody in the chat? All my new and existing subscribers, it's your boy Ryan, aka Big Cloud Gaming, back again with another one. Hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday. It is February 19th, 2020. Let's definitely get into some gaming news and have some fun with this. So, first of all, this first story I got for you guys, this is courtesy of Sony's Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, Hiroki Totoki. He came out and stated that the PlayStation 5 Reveal timeline is comparable to the past. Now, again, if you go back to the start of this generation back in 2013, it was February 12th. If I'm not mistaken, we got the official reveal of the PlayStation 4. And obviously, in the reveal, we got the specifications. And of course, we got the full-fledged controller reveal, as well as a few demos. Now, with his statement right here, courtesy of, obviously, of him, with the statement here, does this mean that we're still going to get the event for February? Now, I know a lot of people are still putting faith in February. I honestly don't know, especially with the whole reports of the whole coronavirus. I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen at all, to be honest with you. I honestly do believe that they're probably going to delay it to March, more than likely. It makes sense to delay it to March. But if they are going to do it, then I would expect at least an update by now. Maybe tomorrow, if they're actually going to do this. I mean, they're cutting it pretty thin, wouldn't you say, for February? I'm just saying. You know, no executive has come out and legit said, oh, February is still the hot spot. No, actually, to tell you the truth, no executive has really said February was the hot spot. It's just been reported around. You know, it's been going around. It's been a big report, a big rumor going around. And so, again, no clarification from Sony. But if you want me to go into details, what he said, this is what he said. He clarified the details in a recent Sony financials earnings call to investors earlier this month, stating that when the time is right, we will disclose the new product. It's very difficult to really discuss this timing-wise, continued Totoki. But as of today, we will provide the guidance at a time period which is comparable to the past, so we will not change the time schedule. And again, straight off of that, everybody's saying February. Me personally, I'm like the rest of you in the chat. I'm waiting for pretty much clarification. I'm waiting for just the green light from Sony, and I'm on board. But again, I get why a lot of people are excited, and this definitely shows, though. Again, this shows and proves what we've been talking about in RGT. Sony, all they have to do is put out a small little tweet, and the internet will melt at this point. And you guys see it. The anticipation for PlayStation 5 is insanely high. Now, let's go into this right here. I have gotten so many messages about this report. This is crazy. There's so many reports people were sending me about this. So many people hit me up on PlayStation about this. So I will give you my thoughts on this supposed leak. Now, this new leak might have finally revealed the PS5 specs and Xbox Series X specs. Now, again, you already know where this conversation is going to go, and you already know how the comment section might look in the end. So let's just keep it clean, shall we? But according to the leak specifications, now, obviously, both PS5 and Series X are going to be rocking the AMD Zen 2 processor. We know this. However, Sony's is going to be clocked at 3.6 gigahertz, while the Series X is going to be clocked at 3.7. In terms of the actual teraflops, well, PlayStation 5 is going to have the advantage at 12.6, and the Series X will be clocked at 11.8. Obviously, in terms of RAM, Sony has an advantage here with 2 gigabytes more, which brings their total to 18, with 4 gigabytes of DDR4, which I'm guessing is for other tasks. And Microsoft's Series X will have 16 gigabytes with 4 as well. And if you go to the actual SSD in terms of storage as well, the PlayStation 5 will be rocking a 500 gigabyte SSD for storage with a very fast M2 drive, which is obviously their new SSDs, which is going to be clocked at 5.5 gigabytes. And Microsoft's going to be rocking a 1 terabyte SSD clocked at 3.8 gigabytes. Now, in terms of bandwidth, Sony's going to be at 576, whereas Microsoft Series X is going to be at 596. There you go. Now, if you take this into question, and again, I already saw the comment sections. I've seen people go quiet. I've seen people go ghost. It's a common practice at this point. As soon as one side has the advantage or the other, one side goes quiet or the other. Tell you the truth, it's gotten quite boring to me. I've seen so many people do shows. I've seen so many people make a big deal about this power narrative, as if this power narrative has ever determine the winner of a console's generation. Sure, it's great to show off the powerful leap, and we know this, right? But let's keep it real. It always comes down to what? And I've been preaching this since we first started getting specification leaks. Games. The games will determine the winner at the end of the day. And the sad part is I'm seeing less people mention the games, but more so become tech experts overnight talking about power. And it's really annoying. So excuse me if I really don't care much about these leaks at this point, as I've won over a majority of these. As far as which one stands out, again, if Microsoft has the advantage, so be it. If Sony has the advantage, so be it. But really, the determining factor for a console has always been the games. And before somebody says preach, let's keep this 100. A lot of people came at my neck as of late when I've been bringing this up. I'd be saying Microsoft needs to give you everything with the first party, and yet some people agree with that. And then you had this small group saying they don't need first party, they just need third party. You go to PlayStation, obviously you already know the drill with PlayStation. They are showing you, even with PS4 going into 5, that they have the first party lineup. But let's be realistic here. We need more than Halo to sell an Xbox Series X. Bleeding Edge, it might do it for some people, but overall it's not going to cut it. Project Morrow looks promising. That looks like a good entry for Microsoft. Absolutely. That looks like something to look forward to. And of course, Hellblade 2. But you need more than that to really sell the Xbox Series X on people and rebuild the consumer trust. Just because Microsoft showed their console first does not mean a damn thing to the vast majority of us out here, especially when we're still looking at the market right now and an Xbox One X is on the market and still hardly any AAA bangers. And again, don't mean for this to go into no crazy light. I'm just keeping it real with you, 110%. There's just nothing out there. We can hype up Game Pass for years, but Game Pass is not necessarily the thing to sell a next-gen console on, am I right? Just saying. Anyway, to another report here that was talking about the PlayStation 5's price point being high because of costly parts. Again, if you wanted to chain this together and said the new leak was possible, right, that would actually play a factor into the whole pricing issue. If the PlayStation 5 is very, very high, then it is definitely going to be more powerful than 9.2 teraflops. That's for damn sure. But again, it seems like people don't use logical thinking when it comes to doing this or doing news or doing anything really at this point. And this is why I pretty much have been ghost, whether it be on Twitter or YouTube. I just can't take so much misinformation or people who act like they know much and they won't say nothing. That right there is getting annoying. Very, very annoying. So I guess you guys can feel my stress right now in this actual video. As far as that, they're talking about PSVR 2 coming. Again, PSVR 2, I have plenty of videos on the channel. I broke down numerous patents, numerous designs. More patents are coming out and being posted on Twitter about controllers. Not really nothing new there because I talked about a good chunk of these and it kind of is falling in line of what I've reported numerous times. So I'm just kind of waiting for that info, but it's good to see that people are still invested in PSVR and a lot of people are still waiting for the new upgrade. So with that being said, awesome for you guys, for you VR supporters. And yeah, if you guys are really into VR. As far as this whole costing for the parts, again, I honestly, it might be a factor in this as well. But again, like I said before, according to Sony's financial reports as of late, one thing I can tell you, if Sony wants to take a loss in this console, they can take a loss in this console and be perfectly fine as of right now. If you look at their recent earnings report, they're doing just fine. I'm just saying, they're doing just fine in the gaming section. So I honestly can see them taking a loss on this to bring the price down. Now, whether that be a $500 price point, that would actually make more sense, or depending on how, again, I don't know how much this thing is going to cost, right? But I don't think they will go over the top for 400. I don't think they will take that big of a gamble to bring in the 400, especially if the specifications are super costly. I don't see them doing it. So $500, it seems quite imminent for PS5, and for a lot of people, that's actually okay. Anything to keep us away from that $600 price point is really what matters at the end of the day for me personally. You know, I don't see nobody dropping $600 for a Series X or PS5 at the day one launch. You know, I don't see it happening. Sure, the diehards might do it because, you know, it's been proven with PlayStation 3, but I really don't see it in this current market in today's gamers. I just don't see them dropping $600 right off the bat for one platform. So $500 seems feasible, and I'm actually green lighting that. I would say that that's more likely the price point, but hey, you never really know at the end of the day, and you definitely will get more information as we get closer and closer to the reveal. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that unfortunately brings me to the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, definitely show that support by hitting that like button. I do appreciate it. Shout out to all the new faces once again, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And for the love of God, be nice, just enjoy the hobby, enjoy your games. We're about to get into a whole new generation. We don't need to repeat what's been happening this whole gen here, now do we? I don't think so, but definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. And of course, like always, this is Big Cloud Gaming, aka Ryan. I'll see you guys on the next one. All of you be blessed, you be easy, and happy gaming. Later.